So before I get into today's episode, I just want to share some behind the scenes stuff. I kept saying during the recording that this episode was the hardest for me to record, and when you see it, you might not think so because S-Blast took me 11 matches to win with in episode 2, and I didn't have a fun time with that weapon. But there was so much more that happened before this video started that made this a lot worse. So I started the recording last night, but that ended up getting scrapped because I got interrupted during the recording. And then I tried to record it again just a little bit before the actual recording started, and I immediately got hit with a 10-minute kick. I don't know why I did, but I did. So it took 3 attempts for me to record, and then 7 or 8 of the most not fun matches I've ever had playing this game. Anyways, I hope you enjoy my suffering. I'm back with episode 8 of winning a match of Turf War with every primary weapon in Splatoon 3. It's been about 2 to 3 days since I've last recorded episode 7, and in that episode I managed to get 96 Splat Dualies and Dreadringer off the list. And it's a little unfortunate that I had to get 96 and Dread off the list because I used those weapons quite a bit, one of them being my main, so a lot more weapons on the wheel are going to be ones that I don't care about, as opposed to ones I do care about. But before I even get to the wheel, I want to say something that will be changing in this series going forward. I don't like how episode 6 turned out. It's hands down the longest episode of the series, despite the fact that it was not the longest one that took me to record. So, going forward, any match that I lose with a weapon, I will cut out dead time during gameplay. But in any matches that I win, I will not cut out dead time during gameplay, except for when I get splatted. But anyways, let's get to the wheel and see what 3 weapons I rolled today. Alright, we're back with the wheel. All 3 weapons are off. Let's spin it and see what we get. I'm not too hopeful anymore because of last episode, but let's see what we get. Is it going to be Tri-Stringer? Yes, it will be. Alright, I don't have much confidence in this, but I have to use it anyways, so let's just get it underway. Alright, we're back in the game. Let's go to the weapon select screen, and we'll go to the stringers. And you can see I have 2 Tri-Stringer kits. I have the Vanilla kit with Toxic Mist and Killer Whale 5.1, and then I also have the Incline kit with Sprinkler and Super Chump. I'm going to use the Incline kit just because, despite the fact that I'm not gonna do too well with the primary, I will still be able to contribute by putting ink on the field. So as for Tri-Stringer, it has 2 firing modes, just like Reflux. One where you're just standing on the ground, it's shoots horizontally, or if you jump, it'll shoot vertically. But as opposed to Reflux, there's a little AoE with Tri-Stringer, and obviously it does one shot with Direct. But you saw me use Sprinkler and Super Chump, so I wasn't going to show those anyway. Anyways, let's see what the maps are for today. Scorch Gorge and Ship Shape. One terrible match later. Alright, that took a while. And this is going to be the second match I had with Tri-Stringer. I scrapped the first one because it was just extremely unfun. I wouldn't want to rewatch it, and I doubt you would too. But they got Stamper, Decav 96, and Edit Splatling, and then we have Reflux, Undercover, and E-Leader. Let's just get Turf. Nope. You gotta watch out, Stamper can actually play around ledges really, really well. Nice! I think I got someone with the chumps there, and I also partialed an enemy. That might be an assist as well, which I'll take. I didn't want to jump down here. This is bad! I gotta get out of here. I'm not going down there, especially not now. Nice! Got the Decapitator from the AoE. Alright, well, I stayed alive the whole match, but I didn't really do too much. But we definitely didn't win. I'll see you when the next one starts. Alright, that didn't take long, but we're on match 3 with Tri-Stringer, and again, that first one, which I might upload as its own separate video, just clowning myself, was just the worst. They got Stamper, E-Leader 96, and Undercover. And we have Tetras, Reflux, Carbon, and of course myself. Oh yeah, this thing doesn't have a jump charge. Like, this thing can't charge in the air, unlike Reflux. E6 is right there. Let's just get Turf. I'm not going farther than here, at least intentionally. This ain't going well. Nice. I'm just getting Turf, that's all I'm doing. Nice, that might be an assist? I don't know. That's actually a bad sprinkler. Nice. Ah. I couldn't run. I was stuck behind a wall. I think that just lost us the match. Yeah, it did. I'll see you when the next one starts. What? Are you kidding me? There's no way. Was it that little bit on the right side there? I'll take it! Alright. I guess that means Tri-Stringer's done. Thank God. I might upload that first match of Tri-Stringer by itself, but that's only if you want me to. But let's go back to the wheel and see what the next weapon will be. Alright, we're back with the wheel. Tri-Stringer's off. Thank God. But let's spin and see what we get again. Hopefully it'll be something easier, which it should be. Is that going to be Hydra Splatling? I suppose I should have seen this coming. Episode 7 was way too easy for me, and now I have to play 2 backlines back to back. I don't foresee this going any other way except poorly. But anyways, let's go to the weapon select screen, let's go to the Splatlings, and we'll select Hydra Splatling. You can see I have 2 Hydra kits. I have the Vanilla kit with Auto Bomb and Booyah Bomb, and then I also have the Embers kit with Sprinkler and Big Bubbler. Honestly, I really don't know which of the 2 kits I'm gonna use because they're both good in their own areas. For example, the regular kit is good at getting ink on the field with Booyah Bomb. However, the Embers kit is really good at defending myself with Big Bubbler. But I think between the 2, I'm going to use the regular kit just because I haven't used Auto Bomb yet, and I kind of want to show that. So, regular Hydra Splatling kit it is. So Hydra Splatling is an incredibly immobile weapon. It's very slow, takes a very long time to get fully charged up, but it has really good range, and its kill power is also really good once you get it fully charged up. But that's once you get it fully charged up, which takes forever, as you can see. As for Auto Bomb, you throw it, and if it sees an enemy nearby, it'll walk up to that enemy and go off, like that. But if it doesn't see an enemy nearby, it'll just go off, like that. That took no time at all. Probably took less time to get into a match than it will be for me to fully charge up this Hydra. Let's see, we're paired up with Decab, a Heavy, and a Nautilus. Alright, 3 Splatlings, and then they have Octobrush, Undercover, Sploosh, and Carbon. One interesting thing about Hydra is once you get it fully charged up, the pellets do a little extra damage, so instead of it being a 4-shot splat, it'll be a 3-shot splat. Alright, so I had Killer Whale on me, and then that Octobrush used Zipcaster to get right up to where I was. That Undercover Brilla tried to get me too by jumping and shooting, but it didn't work out. I've got Trizuka on me. Did some damage there. Let's get a Booyah Bomb fired off. They plan on taking this way, I'm not gonna let them. Did some damage, but still wasn't able to get rid of him. This thing is so slow. Luckily, I managed to see that Undercover Brilla before I got jump scared by them, so that's a bonus. Alright, I got another Booyah Bomb ready to go. Let's clean some of this up and get that thrown off right there. I don't think I'm gonna get a splat, but who knows. Nope. Of course. And they have Respawn Punisher too, that's worse for me. Well, we're not winning this, that's for sure. I'll see you when the next one starts. Alright, let's see if this one will be any different. I doubt it. On Ship Sheep this time. And let's see what we're paired up with. Mini, Undercover, and Pencil, and then they have Octobrush, Heavy, Sploosh, and Nova. I guess now that I've mentioned that I play Xenoblade, it would be a bit interesting for me to say that anytime I see or say Splattershot Nova, I immediately think of Pyra. I'm going to stay back in case that Ultra Stamp tries to snipe me, because I could see that happening. But I know that was the Sploosh, because Sploosh's whole thing is just charge into the enemy base, and that's it. I overestimate this thing's range. Got the Octobrush. Knew you were coming that way. That's because I saw ya. I was hoping that Sploosh player would come just a little bit closer, so then I could mow him down. Nope. Time to go. Of course. Did that Octobrush really just take down all 4 of us? At least they took down at least 3 of us. But yeah, we're not winning this now, that's for sure. The wipeout came just late enough for it to matter. Get that off just in time. Nice! It won't matter. I'm pretty sure we still lost that by a lot. Yeah, we did. I'll see you when the next one starts. Alright, I believe we're on match 3 with Hydra now. What do we got? Splat Doolies, Blob, and Sumroller, I believe, flings that, and then they have Pencil, Tri-Stringer, Sploosh, and Zap. And yeah, the roller was Flingza. Should probably use Auto Bomb a lot more just to get turf, as opposed to the primary, because I'm going to be sitting here for several seconds every time waiting for it to fully charge. Oh, there's like nothing back here. I mean, I'll take it. I'm already playing a backline, so may as well. Does that Sploosh not know that? I'll take it if that's the case. Not really doing a great job. Close to getting another Booyah Bomb, though, which is nice. For now, let's get some turf back over here. Let's get set up here. Nice, got someone with the Booyah. Nope. Get out of there. I don't want to be down there. They don't know that you can throw the Ultra Stamp. I mean, that's probably something you should find out about Ultra Stamp. Come on. Yes! Got it off just in time. The question is, how useful is it going to be? I hope it was useful enough. It's gonna be close, but I don't think so. Didn't think so. I'll see you when the next one starts. Alright, that took a while. You know, so does Hydra getting fully charged up. Well, let's see what we got. Heavy, Octoshine, I think that's Recyclebrella. No, that's not Recyclebrella, that's Splatbrella. They have Pencil, Sploosh, Dynamo, and Aerospray. Based off that alone, I don't have too much confidence. The Ink Storm's done. And I backed right into that Booyah Bomb. I didn't think that's where it'd be going. I suppose I need to anticipate this kind of stuff. But this match is going really poorly, so I suppose I shouldn't be surprised anymore. Well, that'll be an assist. Oh, never mind, it's actually a splat. Nice. I'll take that. Are you kidding me? I mean, I guess I should have seen that because rollers take advantage of that kind of stuff, but it was the literal instant I popped Booyah Bomb that happened. They're almost down, but unfortunately, that's not going to last. Nice! Oh, awesome! Wipeout! We needed that badly. Nice, and I have a Booyah Bomb. So unless something catastrophic happens, we should be good. I probably just jinxed that. Just keep that. Please tell me I'm done with Hydra. Thank you. I'm sick of this. Anyways, let's go back to the wheel and spin it, see what our third weapon of the day will be. Alright, we're back with the wheel. Hydra's off. Let's spin it, see what we get. This has been the least fun episode for me to record, probably since episode 2, and it probably beats that even. Alright, I'll take this. I'll happily take this. After the first two weapons I rolled today, I'm more than happy to play Splattershot Pro. Anyways, let's go to the weapon select screen. We'll go to the shooters and we'll select Splattershot Pro. I have two kits, the vanilla kit being Angle Shooter and Crab Tank, and I also have the Barzushi kit which has Splat Bomb and Antenna Missiles. I'm using the Barzushi kit because it's simply better, but you've seen me use both Splat Bomb and Antenna Missiles, so it's just going to be the primary. It's another mid-range shooter similar to 96 from the previous episode, but it's a 3-shot splat as opposed to a 2-shot splat with 96, but it is also a better painter and also has better mobility. Alright, that didn't take too long. Let's see what we got. 2 Aerosprays and a Wiper, and then they have 2 Aerosprays, a Clash Blaster, and a Squiffer. God, if this wasn't one of the most memeable matches of all time. I think I just created a word there. But a combined 4 Aerosprays plus 2 more rushdown weapons. This is stupid. Oh yeah, that's Wiper Deco. It has missiles too. There's another missiles weapon on our team. How about that? I only locked onto one, but... I mean, hey, locking onto one's better than locking onto none. Alright, 3 of them are down. So we're winning the fights, despite the fact I'm not doing anything. I do have splat bombs as well I need to use. I never use my sub-weapons, at least a whole lot. I was hoping that would be a trait, but nope. But hey, the Swiffer went down right after, so I'll take that. Super jump in. And they have the better Aerospray kits. They have the ones with Booyah Bomb. Just gonna chill here for right now. Oh, that's a teammate. Alright. Ah! Splat bomb right up there! And of course I didn't see it until it was too late. This has been hands down the least fun episode to record this entire series so far. And that's saying something when S-Blast took 11 matches to get a win with in episode 2. I mean, yeah, you can point sensor me, but there's only so much you can do with a point sensor. I'm noticing that I'm really overestimating the range on all these weapons. I wish that would have been a trade, but nope. We had this for a while, and now it just simply is turning not in our favor. Couldn't even get missiles. I'll see you when the next one starts. We didn't win that. Never mind. This might be closer than I think, but I still don't think so. Never mind. Alright. I didn't play well, and the second half of that match was just super not fun, but that's one and done with Splattershot Pro. I'm happy to be done with this video, finally! Anyways, that's gonna be it for this episode. I'll see you when I upload the next one.